I love how people are like, oh, he's been found innocent. He didn't do anything. He's a great president. Like, Trump is still a racist, homophobe, womanizer, racist. Like, he's not a good person. Get up, like, the fuck, he didn't collude with Russia. So what? He's still he's a trash bag person. Alright, so the Mueller report came out, and the verdict is, like, I don't need to read however many pages the Mueller report really is. Like, if the Mueller report is the size of a fucking Harry Potter book, I don't need to read it. I don't care. The verdict is clear. He won. He won not necessarily in the sense of the moral code. He won in the sense that he didn't have to resign, get impeached, or be declared a criminal. Like, we know things about Trump already that make him unfit, unsuitable, unrealistic. But just like how we charge police officers with first-degree murder in the unarmed killing of black children and men and women, we've misinterpreted this case. You can't charge him with colluding with Russia in the 2016 election when he just started colluding with Russia. Like, his collusion has been protected by his presidency because that's when he started doing these off the record meetings with Russian president, these destroying of the notes of his translator. That's collusion right there. And the whole thing about him, messing with elections, or the things he said outright in TV publications. Hey, that shit isn't admissible in court. And he has a proven track record of being a liar. So as much as we've tried to target Trump for being a bad person, the media's fixation on him has literally freed him of all wrongdoing, because he could legitimately make an argument in court that I tell the people of our country what they want to hear, whether it's the truth or a lie. That could be his stance. And it would still be up to the prosecution to come up with proof that he purposely tried to rig the election. And that is not possible. That is not something you can charge Trump with. Obstruction of justice, that is a minute, at best, worst case scenario. What? Him speaking his mind about being attacked? If someone's attacking me and I say I don't like him and I would love to fire him, and then I fire him, but he's also done other bad things, isn't that what everyone has done to them when they get fired at a job? You think they wait for you to make a big mistake or a small mistake before they fire you? Like, that is the circle of any, like, normal job circuit. So, like, I was just baffled by how confused, like, and the Democrats aren't giving this shit up. Like, there's a group of people who need to just move on. Like, Nancy Pelosi, I actually agree with her on this. Like, yeah, we can't impeach him, I'm done with this. But Chuck Schumer with the whole, we're not gonna fight till get the rope, what you gonna do? If Mueller had the ability to attack Trump, he would have. He didn't. So what makes Congress, or one half of Congress, think that they can do it? As far as this House is concerned, and the Senate, as far as the Senate is concerned, there ain't no issue here. They didn't even take a vote to say that they wanted to see the whole entire thing. So I don't want to see the whole entire thing. And it's not because I don't think there's going to be pertinent information in there that might tie him to certain things, but it wasn't strong enough for Mueller. It's not going to be strong enough for me. And if you think about, and then I can hear people typing furiously, but Hero, what about all the people that went to jail during this, like 35 people? All these people went to jail for lying to the government. Like, that's what they went to jail for. Tax evasion, fraud, not being registered as a foreign agent or whatever, foreign lobbyist, whatever, lying. That's shit that they went to jail with. They couldn't get someone such as Trump Jr. who had an email admitting that he took up a meeting to get dirt on Hillary Clinton. Want to know why? because that isn't enough. There's holes in that story that we, the people, don't know, that Mueller has information on. And it just baffles me how, like, people really were banging on this. I said it early on in a video, and I'll say it again. He'll complete his 4 years. He's not going to get impeached. Our goal is a driving force, not even as a Democratic Party, just as a driving force, is to get better in 2020. And the Democrats seem to be thoroughly confused about what it's going to take. And before we even get to what it's going to take for them to win, can we just state something for the record? Democrats lost the 2016 election not because of Russian collusion. They lost it because they put Hillary as their front runner. In 2016, you were defeated by Trump. Let that shit sink in. You were defeated by Trump because you decided to push an old head instead of a progressive one. You were defeated by Trump because your old head had skeletons in their closet called super predators. You were beaten by a pussy-grabbing, racist, homophobe, xenophobe, white nationalist leader. You have no one to blame other than yourself. And I'm talking to the Democrats here. You lost. It's been over 2 years. Get over that shit. You are going to lose again. Mark my words. In 2020, Donald Trump will win again if your running person, your front runner for the DNC or the Democratic Party is not a populist. If they are not a liberal, progressive mindset in it. Beto O'Rourke is not going to beat Donald Trump. He did not beat Ted Cruz. Joe Biden is not going to beat Donald Trump. His history, his past, his legacy is a stain. And the only reason why we tolerated him is because, Barry was with him. And this whole idea that he's going to be able to get Abrams to back him when he didn't back her is bullshit. Whoever you want to name. There's only one person in the Democratic Party I believe could beat Donald Trump, and that's Bernie. Don't fuck with him. Let him win. Let him run it. Let him beat Trump. And let's start working on building America back to some resemblance of a nation in power. A nation that was normal. Because for as crazy as things have been, the most jarring situations in the previous presidency was, the color of his tan suit. I think the Democratic Party needs to recalibrate, thin out the herd. Elizabeth Warren, drop out. Joe Biden, don't start. Beto, stay in Texas, win it. We need Texas to turn blue. Stay there, help that be a cause. He's probably one of the more annoying parts because it's just a divide. It's sort of like just an attention stealer, attention grabber. And he started changing his progressive notion. That whole Medicare for all and, increasing tax rate, all those conversations kind of went away. And he started taking money back from gas and oil after he had a conversation with Barry. So he's been corrupted by the old school. AOC out here setting standards. She about to go inside a mine shaft just to prove a point to some Louisiana governor or whatever. Like, we have bigger fish to fry, and we need to focus on that. The Mueller report is dead. The Mueller report was dead 2 years ago because they were looking for something that they innately knew they couldn't prove. They couldn't prove that an idiot was smart enough to commit a crime as grandiose as stealing an election. Trump isn't smart enough to steal an election. What he is able to do, he has the ability to fan the fires so that he could burn your election. And that's what he did to us. 34% less voter turnouts for Democrats. you have to make sure your people are riled up, fired up, and ready to go. Y'all got a year and some months. Man, mark my words, we ain't gonna win if Bernie ain't in. But if you want to keep up with me, you know, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, the Player FMs, Google Play, iTunes, YouTube, where you're hopefully watching this. Link all below. Like, share, subscribe. You know, come talk to me. Holla at me. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. I need a co-host. I was thinking about doing some split screen stuff. Let me know if that's some stuff y'all interested in, because, you know, I want to keep this thing interesting. But for all intents and purposes, this has been the Identity Booth. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves. Oh, man.